The Nello Cassata Ethnohistory Museum is located in Barcelona, Pozzo di Gotto, Messina province, Sicily, Italy. It stands on an area of 1,500 meters which includes a two-floor manor house, Manno house, the family's country residence, dating back to the late 1800s, and is also the site of the original part of the museum. The building houses the old barrel-vaulted palmento, a building for wine pressing. On the ground floor, a front door with relief decorations depicting scenes of rural life. An atrium paved in local stone. 19th-century light set in the midst of a typical Sicilian garden with plants, colorful flowers and fruits. The museum is run by the European Institute of Etnology, Oikos, a non-profit organization with about 30 employees. Description: the museum contains about 45 arts and crafts workshops which have been recreated, with 20,000 vintage finds catalogued and protected by the Superintendence of Cultural Heritage of Messina. The exhibition includes approximately 3,000 exhibits from the collection. The workshops reconstruct the cycle of handicraft work using traditional methods, showing restored and working tools and instruments. The exhibition follows the ideas of the Sicilian scholar Giuseppe Pitta, who was one of the founders of the ethno-anthropological science in Italy in the 19th century. History of the museum. At the heart of the collection is a set of bone spoons, used by shepherds while away in mountain pastures and collected by the founder of the museum, Nello Cassata. The lawyer Nello Cassata was a poet who wrote in the Sicilian dialect, a historian and a lover of all Sicilian things. He began his collection in the mid-20th century, passing on his passion to his son Franco, general attorney at the Appeal Court of Messina, who helped him collect the artifacts over the years. In 1995, the Oikos Institute was founded to manage the museum, which has subsequently opened to the public. It promotes various cultural events dealing with material culture and anthropology, thematic study conventions, festivals with performances by storytellers, puppet theatre, classical and theatre in local dialect. The museum also includes a library specializing in general anthropology and the history of Sicily, a rich newspaper library and a video library open to the public. The museum collaborates with local cultural institutions of the territory, offering advice for the preparation of related university theses, and has published several works. It offers free educational visits and training aiding voluntary organizations. The exhibition. The museum is not organized in two sections, but, instead, presents the arts and crafts as a whole. It is considered one of the most interesting and comprehensive anthropological museums in Italy in terms of type, quantity and quality of its exhibits. Alongside the museum, there is a restoration workshop, where educational courses are also given, a refreshment area with a bookshop and a garden with rare Mediterranean Sicilian plants. Many agricultural equipment are on display, including an old carpet oak vertical press, a 1,000-year-old oak wine press with horizontal structure and operating system, the prototype of a tractor with a combustion engine, a collection of ancient nail plows and plowshare, a sewing machine and hay baler, the workshop of the carrador, the manufacturer of the Sicilian cart, has been rebuilt. Several household utensils are on display, including the first hand-operated metal washing machine, a hip bath, some tiled spittoons, a portable bidet built into a burl walnut cupboard. The industrial archaeology finds include prototypes of typewriters, including a single mobile button scribe harpsichord, a first-generation Odell 1B linear index, an 1880s Blickensderfer 5 ink pad and pivoting head, a wooden Stansby and Wain with braille system for the blind. In addition, there are several Edison wax disc musical phonographs, a prototype of a portable picnic record player from the early 20th century, Marconi's wireless telegraph, a set of cameras and one of the first enlargers dating back to 1865. There are also several 12-digit mechanical calculators, the first portable wooden photocopier with a graphite powder slate board, a mechanical lathe with a special tool, the anchina, used to work wax puppets. A section of the museum houses naval instruments, including a bronze radio direction finder, large compasses and several pieces bronze furniture. The museum also displays wooden furniture showing Bodoni's movable type models, coming from an early 20th century printing house. 1886 Lumiere Brothers Magic Lantern, a movie projector from the 1930s, and a mid-19th century tricycle with rope-covered wheels. Another section is dedicated to war technology and includes holsters for gunpowder from Garibaldi's times, field equipment, rifles with a bayonet, halberds, the Italian flag with Savoia emblem, and other finds from the World Wars. A chansoner dancer is exhibited in the museum. This is a musical machine built in the late 19th century by the Frenchman Folliot. It comes from Verdun and was played in the Café Chantant. It still works, thanks to a mechanical spring system and a phonotactical cylinder, through which small hammers beat on the strings and the bells reproduce one of the 10 bolted cylinder melodies. The museum also contains a vintage collection of musical manuscripts and printed pages, as well as many musical instruments, including the viola d'amore, a stringed musical instrument, trumpets and trombones, and a fine bakelite inlaid accordion. Note: Bibliography. Museo Etnostorico Nello Cassata, La magia del ferrogatiforme della memoria. Volume IE2, 1991–2003. Museo Etnostorico Nello Cassata, Carmina dan Panem, 1995. Nello Cassata con disegni di Bruno Caruso. La mia Prestoria, 1999.